Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another glorious 4v4 siege battle for you today on Rome 2 Total War. And what a Rome 2 Total War siege this is. This is probably one of the closest siege battles I have ever seen. We did cover it on the stream a little while ago when we did last stream Rome 2. And it was insane. An insane siege battle that comes down to the wire. So you haven't seen this battle live, and you want to see a close-ass Rome 2 siege, the epitome of Total War, then make sure to stick around to the end because it is a blooming glorious battle. And definitely, if you enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment to show your support. It does help out the channel. But yes, the teams today, we have Tylus, we have Gete, Swaby, and we have Lusitani on the attack. So, yeah, a bit of a sort of a like Germanic and the Spanish, I guess, sort of like coalition. We have a Spanish faction on the opposing side as well. We also have the Aravaki on the defense along with Kush. We also have Seleucids and we have the Thracian kingdom. So a lot of Falksmen in today's siege battle, that is for sure. And as you see, Celtic warriors already landing onto the wall. They're going to be sort of like the first ones in to try and do some damage for Tylus. The Tylus already clashing against these Falksmen, and oh boy, they're gonna have a fun time with these Falksmen. I remember to put up the stats so you guys can see all the kills. I mean, the Thracian warriors here already at 75 kills, and they're only going up. We've got some Gallo-Thracian infantry here trying to get some kills on these hillmen, trying to do some work there before they go in, and then they clash now. Hopefully, I'll say this now because just before I recorded this video, Rome 2 put out a patch, which has changed Rome 2, I don't know for the better. I haven't really read the patch notes, but I have seen that the major thing is that they have got rid of game chat, which is obviously a major thing. That seems to be coming across more and more Total War games now, because CA can't moderate it, they say. It's outdated, they can't moderate it anymore. Or it's just too expensive to try and moderate. I don't know what their reasoning really is, but yeah. So they're removing game chat, which is a shame because I think that really does damage the Total War community, really, because game chat is very much used for that. But yes, less of that, less of the Total War, I guess, like news. We'll get on with the battle. Tylus' first wave here did get absolutely annihilated. I was playing as Tylus, and yeah, watching this, I was like, we're gonna need archers. Tylus, unfortunately, cannot bring archers. Has slingers and javies. I was struggling to see how I was going to beat the Thracians there. And we've got Spear Warriors here. The Gete now facing off against some Aravaki swords in the front line. These Scutiari here. We're seeing Club Levy going in as well. And Noble Swords. A wide variety of quality here. Some like proper elites in the Noble Swords. And then just absolute trash when it comes to Club Levy. All being sent in. Gete is, yeah, not holding back. He's sending in the best of the bunch first. The attackers also did take a bit of a a bit of a hit. Actually, seems like they've got one of their artillery still alive. It's one of their Iberian Giant Ballista. But yeah, this, as you can see, this Giant Ballista here has been absolutely peppered by the wall artillery here. I don't know if it's still firing. The Kush one might, but yeah, they are slowly trying to destroy this this wall here at 52%. They might do it. Who knows? They shouldn't be using fire ammo. They should just use normal ammo. Club Levy here is getting absolutely routed at the moment by these Aravaki Scutiari going in. And Painted Warriors, yeah, they are retreating, giving some ground. So now Scutiari is replacing them. So they are cycling out units, trying to keep them fresh and healthy. Also, Lusitani, by the way, has a bunch of troops over here. Guerrilla Warriors, and I think also he's got like a spear variant. Yeah, Lusitani Guerrillas there. Also, like right on the edge of the forest, and they're all hidden here because they could just spawn wherever they like. They are guerrilla units, and he's trying to send a siege tower up to try and, I guess, like land on the walls and just try and get in behind. I don't know if they have anything over here. They probably can see the spear unit. So unless the attackers, the defenders just focus on that front wall, they'll see this. And they'll just probably put like a one unit here. It's a medium spear infantry. They're not exactly good. 18 melee attack. They are kind of just there for like getting in behind, causing issues. Yeah, they're not exactly the finest spears in the game. But yes, back on the front lines, the grind fest continues. I was like, well, I asked for the Dacian player to send over his heavy longbows, and I was like, just start peppering down these Thracians. They have very little missile block and very little armor, like 30 armor there. I think the little heavier unit, the Thracian nobles, is 55. It's a bit better, but yeah, it's still, bows will mince through them. So I was like, just send over your bowmen and kill them, and I'll start my assault again very shortly. We've got like Club Levy in here fighting against the Scutiari. It's an easy fight for Aravaki, this. They're taking the heads of those Germans quite nicely. But yes, if you are struggling to find Rome 2 games now, the game chat is no longer a thing, and you want to chat to your fellow like teammates or opponents when you're playing your Rome 2 Sieges, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's also where we host all of our streams as well. If you ever want to come and join a stream, that's the place to go. And if you just want to come and chat to fellow Total War fans, that's also fine. If you don't want to play any games, you don't have to. But yeah, as you can see here, Gallo Thracians getting shot on the side. It looks like, I think, I'm not really sure, I think it's the Bel Eric Slingers back here. They're shooting into the side, but they're doing a lot of damage, and now we've got Thorax going in, and they'll, well, finish these units off, really. The Seleucids just seem to have endless Thorax as well, as you see this game goes on. I was getting pissed. Iberian Swords going, trying to support. We've got Bloodsworn as well here, Silver Chevron, and they're executing this, this Thorax, luckily. Should defeat that, and once they defeat that, they can support my Galathracians, and we can try and surround these Thorax or something. It's a bit of a risk because Kush and the Adricians are over here could easily just counterflank. Yeah, look at this, more Thorax. Like, this is insane. There's 1, 2 there, 3. There's definitely probably more hidden. There's also pikes way back here, Thorax pikes being kept in reserve that we're going to have to deal with later as well. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that because we didn't bring any sort of pike faction really. Yeah, I don't think any of these factions are pikes at all. I did have to think for a second. We know they're all barbarians. Yeah, so that's going to be a problem, dealing with the pikes. More noble swords landing. It's just a noble sword spam here by Gete. Problem is that we were almost in a 3v4 in the sense that Swaby, me, and Gede were attacking. Lusitani set up a few troops like his Iberian Swords, but the majority of his army was either being held in reserve or it was all the way over here, like being tied down by not landing on these walls. Apparently the towers were bugging out or something on this wall. I don't know if that was the case, but he's now going to send up a ram and try and ram the gate down. That will definitely work. They definitely don't bug out the rams. Noble swords here in the front line. They should beat these lighter units, the painted warriors here. Medium against heavy, very heavy. In fact, they have 43 melee attack to well, actually the painted warriors have 42, but their armor I imagine is 45 to 80. Yeah, the noble swords just have better armor, so the hits they're giving are killing those painted warriors. Well, the painted warriors takes a couple more hits to kill the noble swords, it seems. But yeah, Aravaki's got some pretty good units, I guess, in the sense of like melee capabilities. They can match a much more expensive noble sword when it comes to stats. That's pretty impressive. Again, I'm landing more troops here. This time, Tribal Warriors. This is one of my favorite units to use as like in Rome 2 because they are very heavy melee infantry. They're also cheap as hell. Their armor is really good. They have 95, but their melee attack does suffer really, which is a shame. Otherwise, they would be just like OP, I guess. But yeah, you got Thracian Warriors here. They're just killing any of my Tylus men as soon as they land on the wall. The Tylians. I guess you call them Tylians? I don't know. tireless troops anyway. They're landing on the walls and getting slashed by these falksmen, and they're just like absolutely slaughtering me. I mean, I am killing them slowly, thankfully. Like, these mercenaries falksmen, they are dying. But it's taking time. Here's Thracian warrior here, 113 kills. Anywhere else, if I land anywhere else, it seems I'm just dying almost instantly. These Thracian nobles are murdering me. There you go, as you can see, they routed, and now the Thracian warriors can move, well, Thracian nobles can move down the line. I mean, I don't think I was actually breaking through with one of these tribal warriors. I was actually doing okay. But I think that's mainly because it's just, like, Hillman in there I'm fighting now. They're actually sending up more and more elite troops again, and here we go, yeah, those Thracians going in, and it's going to start causing all sorts of pain and suffering to my troops. Big angry men with their falxes. But yeah, at this point I was like, just focus down my position. I was like, it's almost like an airstrike. Just fire on my own position, kill these damn Thracian nobles. Like 76 melee attack, that's nuts. It's crazy. So I also have Swaby player now with his bows over here, and we're trying to shoot them to pieces, trying to kill them. It's insane the amount of like work we're going into. Really, I guess we could have done with having archers over here to try and shoot the Scutiari. I don't think Lusitania even brought any ranged units, which was a strange choice. You always need range in a siege, so we were actually outranged, which I hadn't realized, I don't think, until I've rewatched this replay. I honestly thought he had some, but yeah, mine is all just like Javi's, which I am slowly trying to land. These Celtic skirmishers and Thracian peltasts, all I have available. They're actually not too bad when it comes to like missile damage. Obviously, is huge. And I'm hoping to use them against the Thracians if I can get to them. That's the plan. Thracian warriors here, they're going to land and attack those thorax swords. But yeah, again, another wave of my troops has been just pushed out. I have like a couple of tribal warriors left I can send up, and that is it. Look at this, be backed against the wall, what can you do? It's against such reckless hate. Just no mercy from these damn Thracians. We should have destroyed the gate or something. I don't think it is, yeah, 0%. Should have destroyed the gate and then try and rush through that as well. Yeah, here we go, Dacian heavy bowmen. I think they're trying to shoot Thracian bowmen. They actually are doing some good damage as well. It's good to see. Yeah, here we go. Kush now mobilizing more troops. We've got a Kushite slave infantry, which he's just spammed out. They're just going to try and slow us down. And he's got some very heavy Shotel armor, like armored Shotel warriors as well. They are going to do some good damage, I'm sure. Yeah, the front line is not looking great. Balance power is still in our favor, but it's shifting ever so slightly in favor of the defenders. So we've got to be careful. We're in the foliage so we can see what's going on. Iberian swords here fighting in the front lines. I think they are Iberians, not like the veterans. No, they are the veterans. Veteran shield warriors. Heavy melee infantry. Melee attack is pretty solid. They should rip through these Thurios. And also the thorax, really. I mean, 38 they bought. Thurio spears here. They're losing decisively, getting javied in the side while they're fighting these noble swords here. But yeah, still making a bit of progress on this side. Like, the ground being gained, you can see with the bodies. So we're now fighting, like, over here. But, like, before, the front line was kind of, like, literally about 10 or so meters back. Yeah, the Shota warriors now linking up with the Thracians. I can't think of anything worse as a duo, to be honest. Like, Shota warriors have really good armor piercing, as does the Thracian like faction, the Justinian Kingdom. All their infantry is pretty much armor piercing. These tribal warriors also are, like I said, very heavily armored. They're pretty much the prime targets for the Thracians. Why are the Thracians now outside the walls? I didn't even realize this. How did this happen? I don't know, but they're climbing up with my troops. It's crazy. Crazy. We are seeing a lot of wavering Kushite troops here, though, which is good to see. Tribal warriors here are doing some work. I don't know where, but they are. Somewhere in there they are routing troops. Aravaki's bringing his general forward, though. Noble Fighter's coming forward. Looks like he's running out of reserves. Might be down to the Seleucids on this side, who seem like they have, just like I said, endless thorax. We just march forward and there's another thorax waiting for us. Kushite pikes here, getting flanked as well by the looks of it. Looks like they've got sword masters. Sort of flanked in their formation is definitely not in position. A medium pike, shaken, exhausted. They might break, you know. Noble fighters here look like they're retreating. Who knows? Who knows? In the back, by the way, it looks like we've actually seen a sally out. The general for the Seleucids out here, Royal Peltas. I didn't even see this happening. Don't know why even thought this was smart. The Lusitanian guerrillas are jabbing him in the back. I mean, that Royal Peltas could probably take out quite a few of those units. It looks like, yeah, guerrilla warriors gonna try and, I don't know, try and break, surround him again. I think this Royal Peltas general is gonna try and smash through this unit here of guerrilla warriors or Lusitanian guerrillas and then get inside. Oh, did he just try and pull through? I don't know. I feel like he tried to. I don't know how the heck they got out of that one, the Royal Peltas, but they are back at the gate. Look like they're in command of it now. Looks like the Lusitanian guerrillas also pulled through to get out of there. I don't know what the heck happened there. They got a Kushite general as well at the back. So I imagine the defenders obviously are aware of the issue here. They're just leaving one general to deal with all the problems, it seems. But the front line continues. Be bloody as ever. He's got even like Tylus now sending up tribal warriors over here to help in this fight, just giving up on his whole escapade over here. My general, is surrounded, dead. Oak Slaughter screwed. There you go, the general's broken, he'll probably be dead in a moment, and that is really me out of the game. My allies are still sort of in it. Gete is also looking pretty battered, as is Swaby, who's not really got much left either. He's got a couple of units here, he's got Berserkers left, he's got some Swordmasters. Looks like he's sending Swordmasters up actually onto this wall here as well, trying to beat these Thracians. I mean, he routed them by just his sheer presence. And now, I mean, look at this, shooting a general over here, sneakily doing that. If you can break this general. Oh, this is a Javi count. I never realized they're Javis. That's cool. The more you learn. I never really see Adricians being used, and if they are, they never usually bring the Cav general. But yeah, look at this. We're sort of making some progress. Tribal warriors here trying to break through. I don't know what's happening. Show tells here, blocking them off. The fight goes on. We've got the general in here as well. Gede's general is now very much at the front line, fighting pikes of all things. Probably not healthy for him at all. Yeah, the pikes are winning decisively, no surprise there. You've got a Lusitanian general inside here though. Look at this. Another heavy infantry unit being sent in, or very heavy I should say. The Thracians still have some healthy units here. I mean 105 because of that Thracian noble, and it's still looking healthy. More show tells coming up. The pikes are retreating, I think. And finally, Lusitani's landed in the back here. He might get just 1v1 though by the Peltas, and he'll die just like that. He needs to get more troops inside the walls. He needs to overwhelm that rear side, while the defenders are occupied just dealing with the remains of the attackers. Seeing sword masters and noble swords retreating. I don't know. Oh, it's because they're flanking here. Look at this. Kush is flanking around. Lusitani's nobles are going in. The Spanish and the Gallic factions are usually quite a good counter to Kush. They don't have as much armor, but I don't know about these Lusitani nobles. I feel like they might struggle. Yeah, look at that. Losing to these armored hotels. No surprise, really. They are well armored. Need more like lighter units that are going to try and take on these hotels than the armor piercing. Does not come into favor. Got archers in the front lines here. It's always a dire strait when archers are being sent in to support their infantry comrades. Actually, the defenders, Syrian heavy archers. I mean, that's a bit better, I guess. The Thracian Peltas here, fighting alongside them, or fighting against them. I think they try to throw javies while they're in combat. Can't really pull out of combat, though. That's the problem. And look at this. Finally, we're seeing more and more troops landing for Lusitania in the back here. This is like the only chance of hope. There is like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units in the back here that are healthy. They could make a difference, you know. It's 6 units that could have been over here, I guess, if they were in this assault, but they weren't. I mean, I'm surprised that they didn't just attack here. It's a pretty decent place to attack. You can also then support your allies if you break through, which you usually do, I'd say. If the defender tries to defend any of these choke points, you can usually get flanking shots, making it much easier to break through, but Lusitania didn't bring range, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. We went for sheer numbers of swords. And it doesn't look good, I won't lie, for the attackers. I mean, this flank over here is not looking good with these Thracians and all these Kushite troops. Like I said, I'm not sure how accurate it's going to be to how it actually went. If you haven't seen the stream, it will be my most recent Rome 2 stream, like for when this came out, and I 100% recommend going checking and watching out that siege. It was insanely close. If it doesn't end up being like accurate like this replay, I 100% recommend checking that out. The slave infantry breaking through there. It has been a little while since I remember what happened, but yeah, actually a lot of these troops are waving and breaking. That is interesting to see. Thracian nobles here fighting berserkers. Berserkers, I feel like, are a good match as well. I mean, they're heavy melee infantry, but I can't see them having much in the way of armor. Yeah, armor 10. These guys are probably going to like cut through the Thracians. Yeah, I think they are pulling through. So that's, yeah, giving me an idea that this is a corrupted replay. I think ever so slightly. It was going well up until about then. There you go, the berserkers. They're getting focused down by units. They actually go berserk now. And what's this? Swordmaster General. He's managed to get in behind. He's found a general here. Can they kill him? There you go. The general's going to retreat. He's going to get some pike support for that, but he is getting shot as well from, it looks like Balearic slingers over there, who are getting some pretty good rear shots onto him. Needs to deal with those. He also needs to deal with these archers. Just kill these archers off. This is like 4 or 5 units around here that are just archers. You can kill them off and do a lot of damage. to the balance of power, because right now it's looking 50-50. It's not looking good for the attackers. Swords here though, trying to hold on. The Guerrilla Warriors actually, they must be wearing down these Peltas. They're down to 67 troops. That's good to see. Thracian cavalry at the back here. I don't know what they're doing. They need to retreat. They might bugged out as well. Guerrilla Warriors though, they're slowly capturing things over here. That's good to see, but they could do with flanking around, get these Royal Peltas in behind them. We also have a Swavy bow unit. I don't know how the heck this got here. Not a clue, but they have just about broken through. Have the defenders just about cost them an arm and a leg, that's for sure. But yeah, basically it's just down to Swaby and down to Gete and Lusitani. Gete's hardly in himself. He's only got like a single bow unit, and Swaby really only has berserkers, which he keep going berserk. That's all he's really got left to offer. There you go, the Berserkers slashing and hacking and doing their bit. There you go, they routed. I mean, they got 115 kills, not too shabby at all. Certainly not too shabby. I mean, the Swordmaster General here, 255 kills. That's very nasty. Going in against the Aravaki General, a clash of generals. I think Aravaki's is healthier. And also, it's a heavy infantry. It is winning. It's very heavy, sorry. While the Swordmaster is just a heavy. And there you go, Swaby's General's broken. That is a huge loss. Shouldn't have really sent him in against the Noble Fighters, but they did. And as you can see, Lusitani is now sneaking in units in the back. Needs to be careful to the defenders so they don't just leave them. A Thracian Noble, like Thracian Royal Cav here, I guess just getting killed off by the Guerrilla Warriors. Maybe they hadn't bugged out. I don't know. But yeah, we've got the Royal Peltas General. He's retreating now. But there is not much left. Balance power is still in favor of the defenders, though. The attackers have got to try and pull this out of the bag somehow. A lot of these Thracians are still alive here. I don't know. These I don't think they should be still alive. I think they should be dead. And there should be a little bit more for the attackers. But yeah, it's certainly a close one. But I don't think it's going to be as close as it was when we played it live. Sadly, I don't think. We'll fast forward a little bit, just see if any sort of action gets underway. Because yeah, Swaby certainly had a bit more than what he has now. He has, I think maybe his general's still alive, and also he had a couple of units, including I think a Berserker unit, still alive and well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we fast forward and just get through these replays, or like we'll get through the end of this replay. Oh yeah, I forgot totally about the pikes. It's like, oh, it's actually kind of close. Maybe they can win it, but no, these pikes are still alive. They're still going to cause a problem. Javying here with the Guerrilla Warriors, javying the Kushite Royal Guard. And I don't think this is going to be a good fight here for the Guerrilla Warriors. If you want to charge on the pikes, so all you're going to do is make yourself Guerrilla Warrior shish kebabs. They are going to retreat. They didn't quite rout. They're going to pull back. A tactical retreat. But one of the Berserkers is still alive here. Still alive and kicking. Don't know what he's going to do. And the siege has about 5 or so minutes left, so we'll see how it develops. I'm kind of interested now that it's kind of like, you know, slightly like corrupted. It's kind of interesting to see what the outcome is going to be. Will the units do the same moves that they did in the battle, like when we played it live, or will they do something completely different? Be interesting to see. I mean, this is basically what the defenders had left. We just had a couple more Swaby units, but yeah, what is here? Like a couple of Baravaki units, the Pikes, and Kushites and Seleucids General. That's all that there was. For the defenders, anyway. The attackers, just, like I said, had a couple more Swaby units, and that was it. Javi's coming in absolutely peppering these Royal Peltas, though. Who's throwing those? Not quite sure. Guerrilla Warriors coming in. They're doing some serious damage to these Thorax, or going to try and do some serious damage to these Thorax. The Cav, though, is trying to do his damage, you know, try and get some Psycho Charge onto it. They have killed that General there, though. The Guerrilla Warriors need to get involved. They need to try and charge these Thorax Pikes over here. Guerrilla Warriors, they are wavering. And I think that's because there was a bit of a pull-through. And the Pikes come down again. And any chance of success probably being cut off for the Iberians. We'll see, though. They're a tricky bunch. They always try and find a way. I don't actually think those Pikes were in Pike formation also. Yeah, here we go. It looks like we're seeing a bit of a mass rout. Looks like Lusitania is just going to waver and break. I don't really know what then that leaves. Well, there you go. Okay, it did very much bug out because, yeah, there's like 3 minutes left to replay, but instead everyone just mass routed early. But in the actual live battle, it actually came down to literally 1 Pike unit and 2, one Swaby, 1 Lusitania unit, and that was it. That was all there was left at the end. It was an insane last stand. One of the closest and most fun Rome 2 battles I've been in a little while. Shame that it kind of got corrupted. I did this one out of hope that we were maybe going to get it to work with this new patch, but it seems like it's not the case. Seems like I'm going to need some new Rome 2 replays. So yes, if you have already got some and you want to send them in, feel free to send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. Yeah, like I said, we all need all the Rome 2 creators at the moment. All will be wanting new Rome Siege battles to cover because of this patch. It's corrupted all of the previous ones that we had stored up. But yes, Oswan here, 177 kills for them. I was playing as the Tireless. My Javis actually did okay, 221. Or at least one of them did. My Light Side sent in first. The Galathracians and the Celtic Warriors just got chewed up. The Tribal Warriors getting 165 kills. 453 this one got. This one did well. 194 and 105. I mean, yeah, they did okay, but they just got chewed up by the Thracians. I mean, Major Sharp playing as Lusitani, 188 kills with his Lusitani nobles. His guerrillas didn't really do too much in the way of things. 167 for one of his Iberian swords. And his veteran shield warriors, 163 kills. Then we have Bulk playing against Gete, 286 kills with his noble swords here. Then we've got his Dacian heavy bows getting 124 kills, 129. His Falksman getting 105 kills, 112 with the mercenary axe warriors, 350 kills with the noble swords, 187, 215, some good kills there. Then we have Drunk Norwegian playing as Swaby, 275 kills, those Swordmasters General. His Longbow Hunters, 283, 199, some good kills there. The Berserkers, 210 kills. Bloodsworn, 155. And then he's got his Swordmaster down here with 196 kills, not too shabby at all. Then Baby Bob playing as the Adrician Kingdom. Spammed out these Thracian warriors and nobles. The Falcons just absolutely annoyed me and put so much pain onto my my army. 128 kills of the Thracian Royal Cavalry though. His Falksman getting 113 kills, and then his Thracian nobles here getting 258 kills, and his warriors getting 209 kills. Then we have Henry Escalette playing as Kush. 132 kills with the Nubian Bowman here, 135 with another. Is Armored Shotels getting 309 kills, 364 kills. Pikes, 125 kills. Kushite Slaves, 93, 244. My god, these guys did well. And then we have Pyron playing as the Seleucids. Just seem to have endless amounts of Thorax, but they eventually did run out. 186, the best of the bunch. Pikes getting 135 kills. It's Archers, 240 kills. 232, 203 kills. Yeah, some solid kills. 500 kills with the Royal Peltas General. Oh my gosh, insane. Well done to him. And then Sajek's playing as Aravaki. 139 kills as Noble Fighter General. 200, like his slingers here. Balearic Slingers, 205, 246 kills. Wow. Painted Warriors, 185 kills, 188. Scutiari, 241. 362 kills. Yeah, some solid kills. 351. Wow. Some massive kills there. So well done to everyone that took part. It was a top tier siege. It's a shame it was corrupted a little bit. But yeah, like I said, feel free to send into the Discord more Rome 2 replays. I do need them. If you have some epic ones that are from the new patch, like since it has come out, then do send them in. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.